look like bridesmaids. And they all think so, don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Former volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They'll look to throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play for the Saints on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go now.
They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the pick 6, and they've decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mariota now on 2nd down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Mariota now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Mariota. His throw caught at about the 5. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with a bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man. Complete. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 41 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, eluding the tackle. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are back within a score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, this is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Kamara. And a solid run down inside the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Now let's go! Blue, line it!
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throwing to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
23 yards on the play. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. Third down here.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they're putting up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Check three.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down, Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry for Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tyler Davison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Mariota again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing here, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Throwing, Mariota. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game. Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around? We'll see what they do.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. Derrick Henry. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Mariota to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into. Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one. Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.